so ashamed of her breasts that she lets a Machiavellian psychopath cut them off.
How dare you?
But I was not a member of the IRA.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and go down to that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
Big Mike il capo.
Gran Mikey el jefe. ビッグマイクとチーフ。ミクマイและหัวหน้า
Big Mike and the Chief.
Chief.
How are you doing?
Justice. Oh, be God.
All good?
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Are you comfortable over there?
Yeah, a little bit warm with the jacket, but...
Same old ding-dong.
Yeah.
Same...
The ding-dong show.
Same shit, different day.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, so you're back from Iceland.
Yeah, I was in Iceland there, and I spoke to a big... I spoke to kind of a fat, like, lovely fella, a big fat man.
Yeah.
At a bar in Iceland. I spoke with him.
Yeah.
And curly-haired fella, early 20s.
Right.
And he told me that he tried to blow his head off.
Oh, Jesus.
With a shotgun. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He got the shotgun and he put it in his mouth.
Right.
And anyway, pressed it. Tried to blow his head clean off. Fucking blood on the fucking leaves. And the gun jammed.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And it's a family gun.
Right.
As all the best guns are.
Yeah. His father shot himself with it. And
it's like Daniel Plainview was like, I'm a family man. The gun is like, I'm a family gun.
Yeah.
Here is my pistol. HW.
So he tried to shoot himself.
He tried to blow his own fucking head off, and he was telling me this in the bar after the show.
All over the ice.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking Bambi on ice.
Yeah.
So, and he's telling me, I think people like when they see you do comedy and you're talking about fucking old rotten things, and they say, Jesus, here's a man I'll tell about the time I tried to blow my head off.
Yeah.
And sure, to be fair, he was right. He had a great customer. I was delighted with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'd be buzzing when people tell me this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm on antidepressants.
Yeah.
I'm not well either.
That's the last thing you need to be hearing is fucking
getting
ideas about shooting yourself in the face.
Although I will say this, I love, like, do you know when you're feeling bad?
Yeah.
What's great now is if you hear someone tell you a story about how they're worse.
Oh yeah, that's
You
fantastic.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you start thinking, well, sure, Jesus Christ, I'm not in the arse of the garden altogether.
Mm-hmm.
This lad, his life is absolute fucking, eggshells over here.
Did he say why he tried to shoot himself? He was just sad.
Sure, I think he was depressed off his head. Sure, the Iceland, it's all light and then it's all dark. You know,
right,
so it's like,
okay.
even when we were over there, it was midnight and it was as bright as bejesus.
That must throw you a little bit.
It does wicked things to the mind.
Things to the mind.
I think the whole country is in kind of this weird astral realm.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's all a big lucid dream.
Right. Yeah.
But as you know well, a dream can turn to a nightmare fairly quickly.
Quite quickly. Yeah.
And you've got a family gun in your mouth.
Yeah. So the gun jammed.
The gun fucking strawberry jammed and fucking so your man. But then he said it's never jammed.
There was jam
before
in
or
the
since. Oh, absolutely, marmalade up to the top of it. And so he told me that, and then he got put in a mental hospital, and I said, Jesus, this lad would get on well with the chief.
Yeah.
And he said, so he got put in the nut house.
Wow, okay.
And as we said, we're not talking about cashews and macadamians in the fucking house for mentalers.
Yeah.
And he went in there, and he ended up licking the vagina of another nutter.
Oh, wow, okay.
A young one who was after losing her marbles. And sure, wasn't she on her period, he told me. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Because he said, so he had a...
Tasted like coins.
Absolutely. So So he took... because he'd heard me tell my joke about that.
Right, okay.
The coins thing, which now is burnt forever. Well done.
Right. Oh,
and,
sorry. We'll bleep that out.
You dirty Egypt. No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So anyway, so he'd seen me do that, so he thought he'd tell me about his tale in the nut house. So he went down on your one. And then he said after he did, he went down on her, and she was on her, and so he had a mouthful of fucking, Jesus' wine.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And next thing, and he finished, and he said she ran away.
She escaped the
I think she
mental
just
hospital
ran up
and left a trail
like
of blood
a
behind her.
mountain. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
Absolutely, like fucking Hansel and Gretel. There was like crumbs.
Oh, like
following her.
Fargo
Yeah.
on the ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good reference right there.
That's a wonderful reference. Which Fargo part are you talking about? You talking about the movie or the show?
The movie with Francis
Ford Coppola.
Is it? No,
Francis McDormand.
Francis McDormand. Yeah,
Francis
Dormant volcano.
Yeah,
Dormant.
Iceland.
Yeah, we went to. Yeah,
yeah.
fantastic.
There you go. Now
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength there.
great film.
I didn't think they even had. For some reason, I just thought they wouldn't even have nut houses in Iceland.
Well, sure, the whole place is a glorified nut house. To be fair,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're all fucking. They've all a few screws loose. They're all a few pennies short of a pound.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean.
And are all the buildings in ice? Are they all made of ice? Like, are they all just living in like big igloos, or like what's the story?
They appear to be buildings.
Right.
They appear to be buildings, but I think there's a good chance that it's just they've painted the ice.
Right. Okay.
To kind of give us the impression that we're not inside an igloo. But I can't be sure. But I met a real old. You would have liked this sound. A quairhawk.
Right. Okay.
Or a real old quairhawk now. In a little village, because we went around to all these little fucking
rinky-dink.
Yeah, rinky-dink serial killer villages.
Yeah.
And I met a fella from a place called Cavan.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah. The people you'd meet. So he's from Cavan. He was sitting outside this fucking hostel.
Yeah.
Rolling a fucking rolly. Heading him like fucking, a pack of beavers.
Yeah.
And so he had like a ponytail. He was wearing these kind of sweatpants. He's like, you're Irish, hi. He loved Hardy Bucks, the show, so he was kind of quoting that a lot. He's like, are you a sky boy? He's like, oh, good lord.
Oh, good lord.
Jesus, this doesn't taste nice on my ears, But anyway, I got chatting to him. He was absolutely fucking gacked up on Charlie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had come out to this village to... He had found a Finnish woman in a squat in Slovenia.
Was she? Oh, I thought you meant like he found her and she was squatting.
She could well have been squatting in the squat. There's nothing against that. Squat squared. But he found her in a squat in a pile of her own.
And where again? Where was it?
Excrement, dare I say. Huh?
In Estonia. What was it?
Slovenia.
Slovenia. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Riceland.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Straight to the stars.
Let's go.
Let's go. Schofield.
Yes, Philip Schofield.
Not to be confused with Michael Schofield from Prison Break.
Well, Michael Schofield.
He could do with the fucking. He might need Michael Schofield if.
The actor Wentworth Miller Light. Fucking.
He's gay.
He is gay. So there's kind of a.
He was gay after he left prison. Anyway.
There's a trend. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Were you a fan of Prison Break?
Oh, I loved Prison Break.
First series, one of the best series of all time.
It went off the fucking rails a bit. Like
it went 100 miles an hour off the silly cliff.
Yeah, it's Silly Cliff.
Yeah.
Silly Cliff Richards.
Absolutely.
That's a great stage name.
What?
Silly Cliff Richards.
Absolutely.
It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Nicely.
Yeah. It rolls off the tongue like a wagon wheel.
Yeah.
I actually ended up. Do you know Wagon Wheel, the song?
Rock me, baby.
Mama like
I hope whoever wrote that gets shot in the tits.
I mean, I'm absolutely with you there.
Yeah.
But I was in a hostel in Iceland. Not a hostel, a white water rafting place.
Right. Okay.
And we did a show there, and then afterwards, some of the lads, a few Nepalese lads, one of the lads whipped out a guitar.
What again?
Nepalese, yeah.
From Nepal.
Yes, from Nepal.
Okay.
So they're like Sherpas, and they fucking grew up in high altitude. They've fucking iron lungs on them, and fucking kyoks made of fucking
stone
war.
Yeah.
And
Cocks made of war.
Cocks made of war, lads.
Yeah.
Cocks made of fucking Genghis Khan fucking battles.
Yeah.
So anyway, they started playing a few songs, and they started playing they were the worst songs of all time.
Yeah.
They started playing like Country Roads, like Country Roads, Take Me Home, and then they sang Wagon Wheel. And I'll be honest with you, for whatever reason, I don't know, was it the sincerity of the Nepalese, or was there something in the Icelandic air? But I fucking sang along.
Yeah.
Like a window licker, I did.
Right, yeah,
Absolute
yeah.
Simple Simon.
Were you...
No, I
No,
wasn't.
no, no.
Poop. Well,
No.
I had one or two, I think.
Right. Okay.
I had kind of oiled the joints a little bit.
Yeah.
I had you know what I mean. I'd put a little bit of fucking sugar in the tea.
Yeah.
But and I was singing away. I hate those songs.
I hate them so much.
But you know what it was?
Mm.
There's this thing now amongst the like the whitewater rafting community and like the kind of Nepalese, the real sincere people. And it's really like we're going to bring you down to the river, and it's kind of a way of life, and fucking corporations fucking stink, man.
Yeah, doesn't sound very white if there's Nepalese people there.
Huh?
Doesn't sound very white if there's Nepalese people there.
Whitewater rafting.
Yeah,
that was an issue. Yeah, that was something that we certainly did investigate. Could we get a refund? Because this doesn't seem to be. This is not what we paid for.
I thought this was whitewater rafting. What are these fucking cunts doing here?
What the fuck? Yeah. These fellas, the only thing I want to do to these fellas is waterboard them, if anything. Yeah. But the Nepalese are a good people. They're good people. They're sick. They're pretty sick. Yeah. There's this guy Tarzan was one of the white rock. Water. I swear. Yeah.
Long hair.
Yeah. Long hair, big fucking beard. He backflipped off a cliff.
Ah, fuck.
Lad, it no. It was sick. Oh, it was very decent. He was just like, these men are like, they grew up fucking
into a pool of Chang.
Fucking backflipped into an absolute fucking pond of Chang, mate. Absolutely.
Pond of Chang, I think that's a city in Nepal.
Yeah, absolutely. Pond of Chang. But anyway, so they have this thing where they're very like sincere, and it's all about like everyone's like the vibes of giving good energy, and you're on the river and you're shoving frogs up your arse or whatever.
Nice.
And so I was kind of trying to impress them by being uncynical and like getting on board with this shit, you know what I mean? So
with the anti-establishment?
Well, it's not even the anti-establishment, but it's like kind of showing like, I'm not too cool to fucking like sing along and like like fucking add to the ambience here. So I was singing Wagon Wheel Away like a little Benedict Arnold, because there's two sides of me anyway. I think you know there's a side of me that's like just like fucking everything's stupid, the kind of comedian side, and then I also have like a real fucking, just soppy, wet, fucking buttery flower side, where I do like also like talk to stones and like believe in like the power of now in the universe and stuff. So I am an absolute flute
hypocrite
as well. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am both the people I make fun of and the people that makes fun of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I am an absolute dickhead.
Yeah. So you're both sides of the coin.
I'm absolutely both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Two-Face. Harvey Two-Face.
Yeah.
Aaron Eckhart. Yes.
Yeah.
Eckhart Tolle.
Eckhart
Tolle.
The power of now. There we go. It's all.
Yeah. The power of fucking the power of cow. India.
You know all about that.
Yeah. Dairy farming. Yeah. That'll be my book. I'm gonna write the power of cow. Mike Rice's Guide to Dairy Bliss. Reach enlightenment through the fucking vagina of a cow.
Yeah.
It's a deep thing, a cow's vagina, cavernous.
I would say so. If it, to get a fucking.
It's an eternity. It's an eternity. Pussy.
It's never ending.
Well, it kind of like like an eternity.
It's a black
pool.
hole.
It is, yeah. I believe if you were
and white.
And
white.
White.
Yeah.
A cow's.
Well,
depending on the cow.
Cows are black and white.
They are black and white, but Jesus, the vagina can often take a turn to the black. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, it's standard inside. It's pink as fucking Pretty in Pink.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking Pink Floyd inside. Fucking
two
dark.
In the pink, one
dark
in the
side of the fucking dark side of the spoon. But anyway, so I was singing along to those fucking songs like that, and then the next day when I was whitewater rafting, I was being a real fucking lick arse as well.
Right.
Like being like really like enthusiastic.
You killed it last night.
Huh?
You killed it last night.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then they were like saying in the bus, they were like, we need really good energy from people in the white water rafting. This is all about, we're doing this together, and if you fall in the water, you get up, you smile, and you go again. And I was just like smiling at him, like, he's like, I like your energy, man.
Yeah.
And I was like smiling, like like
just
I was
Nepalese cum coming out of your mouth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I was on the bus. Really, honestly, just dribbling out.
Oh, Jesus.
I would have sucked him off if he asked for it, just not to let the energy dip.
Yeah.
But anyway, how did I get onto that? Where did I?
Wagon wheel. Did
we started with Schofield.
Michael Schofield.
Michael Schofield, Prison Break, Breaking Bad, fucking Badlands, Terrence Malick, good movie from the 70s. But listen, back to fucking Schofield.
Yeah.
Right. You have your opinion, because Schofield. Tell me what did Schofield
As a gay man.
do? You're a gay man.
I'm the expert here.
So you're our gay whisperer. You can give us an insight into the mind of Schofield, into the kiosk of
the
Schofield.
mind of Schofield.
Yes.
So this is the lay of the land, the gay of the land.
The gay of the land.
Apparently, years ago, when this kid was 15, he DM'd
or
Schofield.
As you'd say, ripe.
Ripe for the picking.
Yeah.
Ripe for the licking. And
Jesus.
he DM'd Schofield, being like, hey, I want to be on TV, I want to work in TV. And Schofield, they exchanged DMs. And then when the kid was 18, he joined This Morning.
Okay.
And then apparently
he was drafted.
Yeah,
conscription. He didn't have a choice.
And then apparently when he was 20, that's when they got all
circumcised
gay.
him.
Yeah, when they had a bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
And that's when they started being all gay and stuff. And then it went on.
But did Schofield, it was 20 and Schofield kissed him on the mouth, kissed him on the lips.
Well, the details, there's not much detail. He just says that's when they shared a moment.
Right.
Use your imagination there.
That's what they're calling sodomy these days.
Yeah, we had a moment.
Yeah.
I had a moment last night with I don't know, but
a furry sock.
I didn't. Yeah. And so that's the story.
Yes.
But then everyone's like, you knew him when he was 15. You got him on This Morning, Morning Wood, and
Ed Wood.
Yeah, and then
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, oh, you groomed him from when he was 15. So that's the accusation. But if you're taking Schofield's story at face value,
yes,
I don't know. The poor fucker is getting lynched at the moment, and
he's getting Mick lynched.
Yeah.
Now, and I tell you one thing, Mick Lynch and these strikes, they fucked me over the other day.
Oh, dude, I don't pay
Airport.
for the train anymore. I'm just like, it's not a service.
And
worth
you used to
paying
be
for.
a paying customer. You used to give
I did.
extra. You used to tip.
I used to tip the people at the fucking ticket barrier. I was like, you're doing the Lord's work. Now they can fucking suck a fat one, because
Yeah. Now you'd give him the tip.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Kiosk.
I would. And
Now,
I tried.
So, so Schofield, basically, he's had relations with a 20-year-old chap.
Yeah.
Who's a lot younger than him, but he knew him since he was 15. If you can call messaging each other on Twitter,
knowing
him. But like, what's the young lad saying? What's his story?
He's not saying anything.
What's his song?
Tight-lipped, which I think
his
is
mouth.
the main reason Philip liked him.
Oh. Although would tight lip not make you maybe an enemy of the gays? Would you not want a loose pair of lips? Would you not want a mouth that could kind of fucking go any which way?
That's a good point, actually.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now,
get you on the case.
Yeah, you're not going to get away with much here today, Chief.
Nothing gets past you.
I'm very mentally agile. I can even. I'll tell you that myself. So this is what. So you're saying, listen, he's 20 years old. Schofield was 79, and what of it? Love is love.
Love is love. Yeah.
Do you believe they were in love?
I would say so. And there's no
or
way.
Was it lust? Or was it dirty lust? Was the loins driving the car?
Fruit of my loins. But
you think the cock was in the
who do you think was the
control
top?
pod?
Who do you think was the top and who was the bottom?
I think Schofield was surely giving it to your man. I mean, power, of course, is the biggest aphrodisiac there is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I'd fuck. So what do you?
What
do you think now?
Well,
I'll throw it back to you.
You throw it back to me. Throw hot cross buns.
Yeah.
Hot potato.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking at this whole thing and I'm thinking, look, if when your man was 15, if there was messages where Schofield was like, let's just wait it out, give it 3 years, and by Jesus, I'll be making mincemeat of your behind.
Yes. Yeah.
If he had said that, you'd be like, right, what? But him messaging back and forth with a 15-year-old. I guess it is weird.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like...
But if it wasn't sexual,
yeah,
they were just like, hey, I want to be on this morning. And then he's like, yeah, well, when you're 18, you can come work for me and I'll fuck you in the ass.
Right.
But
I guess there's part of it is like, when it comes out like that, he is gay and stuff, it's like, you know, was he replying to all the DMs, or was this a hot young boy?
Yes,
who he's like, be Jesus, this lad'll, you know, this batch of grapes will fucking ripen in a few years, and I'll fucking make a nice bottle of Chianti.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do you
I
understand that metaphor?
Yeah.
But I tell you what's gone against Schofield.
Right.
Is timing, and the timing is that his brother has
some brother
has just gone to jail for being a massive pedo.
Yeah.
Now the problem there with that, because then when that came out, Schofield came out and said, "Oh, I don't have a brother now."
Yeah.
Oh, this has really soured me off.
Yeah.
Getting off with younger people.
Yeah.
I don't like this one bit. And then, of course, next thing, this comes out about Schofield, and of course, it's just in everyone's mind, pedo family.
Yes.
They're a pedo family.
Where are the Schofields? The parents.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that it's like kind of like you think, oh, they're like the Jackson 5. But they're like
the Schofield 2.
The Schofield 2.
Yeah.
And instead of being trained from a young age to be like great singers and entertainers, they have been put to work at an early age to be like just really big pedos.
Yeah.
And I think that is genuinely in the...
Like Michael Jackson.
Well, see, Michael Jackson, he was a funny one because he was trained to be a singer, but then it just turned out that he had a big kind of leaning towards being a pedo, I think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people now who'd fight you tooth and nail on the Wacko Jacko stuff.
I know, yeah. Sure, we had people fucking going 90 in the comment section.
What's his face? Schofield, anyway. So it looks bad. The brothers come out.
It does look bad.
As fucking, you know, Pedo McGee, and now this comes out with him. Then it turns out, I think, that he was like, you know, because then everything comes out and it's like, I was being mean to the cleaner one day.
Yeah.
He said to clean up the piss and it was rude. So then it all starts to come out that it was fucking, you know.
He's a cunt.
That he's a rotten egg. Yeah. That the egg's gone rotten, that he's an old malevolent character.
Yeah.
But
we're back again.
Yes.
The Chinese have hacked your camera.
So I was going to say...
Schofield, no?
On the Schofield thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking that it was, you know, maybe done wrong, and maybe that Schofield was not a good fella. But then I saw a YouTube video where Peter Andre came out and said he had been on the Good Morning Show, and they were all really nice to him.
Right. So then, if Peter Andre's saying that, then like,
there's no better judge of character than Peter Andre. He chose Jordan to be the mother of his children.
And he raised what's the retarded kid?
Harvey Milk.
Yeah, Harvey Milk.
Yes.
You're more like Harvey Milk Chocolate, but he raised Harvey as his own child. But
He's a good...
It's Dwight York's kid.
It's Dwight York's kid. Treble winner, Dwight York.
Yeah.
From fucking Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, he took an L on that kid anyway, but...
Whoa,
sorry.
What the hell?
Bleep, bleep, bleep,
What's
bleep,
wrong
bleep,
with
bleep.
Harvey? Never has a fucking mentally disabled
Achieved
child.
more than him.
What?
Yeah.
Achieved more than who?
I don't know. He's achieved... I don't know. He's a good kid, I think. Yeah.
Jesus
Never met
Christ.
him.
That poor old child has gotten more abuse for just being alive. Fucking hell.
Well, the spotlight has shifted onto Schofield, so I think...
Well, that's gotten a bit of heat off him, that's
Harvey
for
Dent,
sure. But
Harvey Dent.
Harvey what?
Harvey Dent. Harvey Weinstein. Harvey
right.
Harvey... Tits. What's the name of his mother?
Jordan.
Yeah.
You thought her... You thought her name was Harvey Big Tits.
Harvey Big Tits.
That's what you thought Jordan's name was?
It's Jordan Price, isn't it?
It's Katie, the Price is Right.
Price is Wrong.
You watch it. So Peter Andre has come out bravely and said, no, what? He'd been on the morning show with Philip Schofield and fucking Holly Willoughby, and they were asking him about his haircut, and they had been really nice.
But then again, he's not a young, succulent boy, so he would have been...
Whoa, I don't think he'd like to hear you say that.
Well, he was in his day, but not...
He was a dreamy... He was a dreamy fella.
In his game,
remember he had that song, Mysterious
Squirrel
Whore? No. Which was a big hit.
Yeah.
Him under a waterfall, fucking. He was a looker back in the day.
He was, yeah.
Peter fucking
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant, yeah. So that's what kind of did it for me when I heard Peter
Andre the Giant.
Peter Andre the Giant, yeah. Peter Andre Tarkovsky. But so that's what did it for me anyway. Is I
he's the voice of reason in all of this.
Well, when Peter Andre goes to bat for you, you know you've got fucking the moral arbiter of Britain on your side.
If you have his blessing, well then, you don't need anyone else's.
But it's a golden ticket.
It is, yeah.
He's basically, because I often actually refer to Peter Andre, because to me he's the real Saint Peter.
Right,
and
okay, yeah.
oftentimes I feel that when I die and I go to the gates of heaven, it's not going to be some old fucking fella from Jerusalem back in 2000. The same. It's going to be Peter Andre at the gates.
Yeah. Mysterious girl, I want to get close to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be like, because they all say Saint Peter is going to be like asking you about like fucking this stuff. Hey, what you do? Did you touch any children or whatever?
Yeah.
And then he doesn't let you in. But your Peter Andre is such a window licker. He'll let everyone in.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think he knows what's going on.
He doesn't. He's kind of like he's like an old fucking. He's like just a friendly dog.
Yeah.
I love Peter Andre.
Yeah.
He's a great man.
He's got a Labrador energy about him.
He absolutely does. Yeah. I think I saw a video of him sucking his own cock once.
Oh wow! Send it on.
Yeah. Big time Labrador energy.
Yeah.
I told you about my dog Bruce before, didn't I? Used to suck himself off on the back step of our house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was one of the most flagrant displays of kind of carnal.
What type of dog?
Huh?
What type of dog?
He was a Labrador.
Oh wow!
A black Labrador. He was a good dog.
Oh, so he was
when we were
well endowed.
Oh, he had an absolute pipe on him, and he wasn't afraid to fucking hit you a belt of it.
Yeah.
So he was a very good dog, very loyal dog. To the family, like when we'd go on walks, he'd come beside you, he'd try to protect you, and he was all this. But towards the end of his time, much like Schofield, he became a sexual deviant with age.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah.
And he would just flagrantly be sucking himself, and he wouldn't care who was looking.
I heard some of the people in ITV said they've caught Schofield doing the same thing.
They
caught
him
blowing himself on the couch. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They caught Schofield blowing himself on the couch.
Yeah, with his legs behind his ears.
Your man must have had a day off, the young lad.
Oh, he was behind the camera.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a dirty thing.
Holly Willoughby was crying in the corner.
Willoughby crying in the corner. Schofield sucking himself off. My dog Bruce sucked himself off.
Yeah.
Fucking the
Will McGreevy. That's Matthew McGreevy is the boy's name.
The Dali Lama God was
the boy
asking a young lad to suck his tongue. The whole world's gone fucking
to pot. I think that I heard a story that Schofield he'd be lying on the couch, and then Holly Willoughby would be feeding him grapes.
Yes.
And he'd be lying there in like a toga.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Bring me the boy."
Oh, what?
Yeah, and then they bring out the young boy on like a platter.
Oh, like a platter kind
with different, like
with
a
cheeses.
like a charcuterie board.
Like a charcuterie board.
Yeah, with bits of cheese and bits of ham and stuff.
Like little bits of feta leading up to his genitals.
Yeah,
exactly.
for
God's sake.
Yeah.
Like
that's
cracker
just what
crumbs around his nipples.
Yeah, that's just what I heard, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. A bottle of Sauvignon Blanc teasing at his rectum. Teasing. Is really fucking hell.
Yeah.
It is a mad thing. Now, I will say this, because Schofield came out, and he's been saying a lot now. He's been coming out.
I'm waiting for the BBC. I've only seen snippets of the BBC interview.
Yeah. So he came out and said, and I thought this was good now. He said, what I did was unwise, but not illegal.
Yes.
And I thought that's very good, because anytime when I'm with a woman, I'll often think, be Jesus, this is wise.
Yeah, but it's
This is
illegal.
so wise. You know, this is as wise as it gets.
I love if he like messed up the delivery of that.
Yeah,
He's like, what I did was wise but illegal.
I think it was actually quite a sage
Yeah.
move on my behalf. It was a move.
I imparted wisdom onto that boy, onto
yes.
his face.
Bend over there and let me give you a dose of wisdom up the wazoo.
Yeah.
But you could probably make
Swallow my wisdom.
you swallow a fucking fresh hot load of wisdom coming your way. So I thought about
Where do you want my wisdom? On my back, please.
yeah, open your mouth there.
Yeah.
I'm about to make every tooth in your mouth a wisdom tooth. So
we're cooking now.
We're cooking now. We're cooking
Yeah.
with grease. But I did think, speaking of the fucking Dali Lama, I did think to myself, because Schofield came out and said it was unwise, but legal.
Yeah.
And then what I thought to myself is the Dalai Lama's thing was probably the opposite, because it was with a young child.
Yeah.
It was wise but illegal, because of course anything the Dalai Lama does
Is wise.
is inherently pretty wise.
Mm.
In fact, that's how people should have looked at the Dalai Lama thing in general, was like, instead of being like, oh, that guy is a pedo, we should have all just been like, well, he's fucking
Yeah.
smarter than us.
There should look at it like, what's the message behind
Right, what's
this?
the message behind that? And maybe
Yeah.
should we all be doing
Kissing
a bit
you
more of that?
Yeah.
Because
Kissing
he's
you.
reached spiritual enlightenment, and that's what he's doing. You're fucking, sucking the feet of Tommy Crotton over there, and what do you know?
Yeah. Well,
Do you know
it was
what I mean?
Schofield a Buddhist.
I think Schofield had a leaning towards less Eastern philosophies and more Eastern children, I believe.
Right. Okay.
Was his tipple.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
But so Schofield, he has Peter Andre on his side. Willoughby seems to have deserted him.
Yeah. Well, she
got him a tiramisu.
Yeah, she's saying that she's like, oh, I didn't see anything, which is fucking bullshit. you know.
Wallaby's playing deaf and dumb.
Wallaby, yeah, and she
She pretend to be Helen Keller now.
she is, yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
Stevie No Wonder. She's
Yeah.
fucking.
Which is
I didn't know
apparently
anything.
everyone knew. The
Yeah.
Queen knew, like it was.
Tommy Crotton knew.
Yeah, and she took.
And he
that-
hasn't left his house in 50 years.
And the Queen took that secret to her grave, you know.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I feel like, the fucker. He said on the BBC interview, he goes, "Do you want me to kill myself?"
Yes!
Because I'll do it or something.
Yeah.
He said, "Because I'm thinking about it or something."
Yeah,
And-
I think the quote was, he said, "Do you want me to die? Because
Yeah.
that's where I'm going."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think that there was probably a fair portion of the population that was kind of like, "Well, sure,
Yeah,
if the shoe fits, Schofield."
yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Head over to the Cliffs of Moher on a little
Yeah.
holiday and get lost.
Fill those shoes with concrete and
Yeah.
jump in the Thames.
No, I wouldn't encourage that. I feel like part of me feels a sympathy for Schofield.
Well, like apparently
Sympathy for the devil.
Sympathy
Rolling
for the
Stones.
devil, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah,
What
I'm
was
just
Jagger's part in this? That's what we have to ask
yeah, where
ourselves.
was Jagger?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm just like, if you're to take his story at face value, that smooth
Why
face
would
of
he
his,
lie?
Why would he lie? He's got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
If you were to take his story, what needs to happen is we need to get the kid on the blower and see what he poor choice of words, but we need to get him
Yeah.
on the podcast and fucking get his side of the story.
But why is the young lad like? This is the question now. Why would the young lad not come out and say, "Listen,
I'm gay.
I'm a gay man"? Was he gay, young lad?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's because sometimes these fucking powerful men, sure, they could turn fucking. Jagger got turned gay in the 70s
Yeah.
by Bowie.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he just
David Blowie.
David Blowie.
Yeah.
He led a little trail of Haribos to his arse, and fucking Jagger followed along like Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
Now, so what I'm saying to you is, even the most testosterone-filled lover of women can be turned gay by old lady Power.
Yeah. Old lady
fucking,
Schofield.
Old fucking Johnny Power used to play centre forward for Kilkenny.
Ah.
And let me tell you, he was no stranger to a kiock.
Right. Johnny Powerbottom.
Johnny Powerbottom.
Woohoo!
Oh, be gone. Someone's turned the on switch on the chief.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying there is that the young lad, why is he not coming out and saying I loved Philip Schofield?
Yeah.
We were in love. Why is he not saying that?
That would help.
Is there any chance that he's dead? That Schofield has him fucking, the worms feeding on him down in some forest in Surrey.
Possibly. I think he's either dead or he's working on another show. He's working on Loose Women or
Stranger
something.
Things.
Yeah, Stranger Things, yeah. But I think he's working on Loose Women or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I think they've moved him to some other show.
They're moving him around like a priest to a different parish.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, imagine that they just Schofield gets moved to
fucking
he's hosting This Morning in fucking Nepal or something, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just moving him around.
Yeah.
And he's
they have the young lad out being a white water rafting guide in Iceland. Yeah. Fucking playing wagon wheel and country roads. Fucking heading him like butter would melt in his mouth.
Yeah.
So Loose Women. So he's been moved to Loose Women. God, they're a bunch of gospel
hags.
Tricksters, aren't
they? Yeah.
They're gospel old hags. But they should rename the fucking morning show to Tight Man.
Why This Morning?
Loose Women.
Oh, Tight Man.
Tight Man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mean tight as in tight with money.
Yeah.
I mean
tight assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I thought that was quite.
Oh, yeah. No, that was. What
quite
else you got there, Chin?
Clever. Oh God, the tight men thing didn't go down like I wanted. Do we have anything left to say on Schofield, or have we rinsed this subject dry?
Free Philip Schofield.
You think
he's love is love?
Yeah.
I mean, the boy, he was a good-looking lad. I mean, when he was legal. I mean, if I was Schofield, I would have, thrown it all up. It's so funny how he was like, "Oh, it was. I regret it now, but."
You regret getting caught, Philip Schofield.
Exactly. You're just sorry you got caught.
You're sorry you were caught.
He did the Spacey move that when he got caught,
he starred in American Beauty.
He just said, "I'm gay."
Right.
Which is a good not a red herring. What's the curveball? Not a curveball.
A kind of get out of jail card.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you say anything else, you're homophobic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I feel like this will blow over and he'll be hosting Eurovision or something. And
he was still. I think he's still, after he left the morning show, I think he was still like, I'll be back for the soap awards. Sure, they'll take anyone.
Yeah, they will. Yeah,
I'm
in
Alec
the
Baldwin
running to host that.
Huh?
I think I'm in the running to host that.
Are you cheating?
Yeah. The soap awards.
You're in the running to host needing a
good
bit of soap awards.
Next nor near soap in 6 months.
Jesus, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Now, so the Schofield thing, we can say we've covered that.
Yeah, I feel like
we've covered old fucking Phil Mitchell Schofield.
Yeah.
And you've got something that's happened in your life.
I have, yeah. I've got it's kind of in the same
cerebral
field.
Palsy. You've got
I've got
palsy.
AIDS.
Yeah.
No, but I got it from Philip Schofield. But
yeah. And we've got 3 minutes now left.
3 minutes
because we're doing 40-minute episodes now. That's just the way we're doing it. Because we're breaking the form and we're being revolutionary.
Right, so
tell me something good.
Okay, right.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay, let's go.
Compel me and compel the audience.
I'm going to compel you.
Yeah.
So I go on Gumtree to look for little jobs, little nixers.
Yeah.
And I found this guy on Gumtree who he wants, he says, trampler wanted.
Trampler?
Trampler. So I was like, fuck it.
Like someone, a professional...
Trampoliner.
Trampoline.
No, so I emailed me like, hey, what's the deal with this?
Yeah.
And this guy's name is Mark, and he basically, long story short, he'll pay you £20 an hour, 2 hours twice a week, and you go over to his flat basically, and you just stand on him. He has a fetish for being stood on.
Ah.
Yeah. And
He wants to be demeaned.
yeah, well, I asked him. I was like, so what's the skinny here? Like, is it?
Yeah.
I come into the apartment, and he's like, yeah, you just come into the apartment, and he wants to know what shoe size I was, what shoes did I wear.
What
And he
size
was
are
like,
you?
I'm a 10 or 11.
Jesus, the lengths you've been pushed to now since it turns out your cum is fucking useless.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that. So.
He doesn't know, thank fuck.
Um,
So he wants you to go over and stand on
and
him.
just stand on him, basically.
Right.
And so he just I was like, what does this entail? He says, I lie there, and you just come in, and then you just stand on me.
Yeah.
For 2 hours.
So you're going to stand on him for 2 hours.
Yeah.
He wants to be stood upon.
Yeah, and I was like, are you going to be jerking off? He's like, no, I'm just going to be lying there.
Right.
And
is it kind of a massage kind of a deal? Like you'll be kind of walking up and down him like a plank.
like when you get like a Thai massage and that little woman walks up and down your back.
They crawl up and down you like a spider. I got
Yeah.
some fright now the first Thai massage I got.
Yeah, I did that. I got a Thai massage, yeah. And
Your one was up on top of me like a fucking cat on top of a fridge.
Yeah. No,
Fucking-
yeah.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
said, I'm paying money for this now.
Yeah, soft feet though.
Huh?
Soft feet.
Oh, she had feet like butter. She did. Her feet melted upon touching my skin.
Your back was like a hot pan.
It certainly was.
I think that was her name.
Absolutely.
That's good. Whoa.
That was not bad.
That was not bad.
You love a fucking Asian
pun. I do, and I'm good at it.
You do.
And I'm gonna drive it into the fucking ground.
And I'll be here to watch.
Yeah.
Kyok in hand. So what's the story? Are you going to take this
I
job?
don't know. He's 38.
Right.
He lives in Victoria. And he just basically. So I'm trying to like feel. I'm like. So I was like, is this a recurring thing?
He lives in Victoria now, the area, not like an old woman.
Lady Victoria.
Yeah.
No, he
lives
in
inside
Victoria.
the corpse of Queen
an old
Victoria.
woman, possibly.
Yeah.
That's going to be a deal breaker, but so I go in.
An unpleasant part of town.
Yes. I wouldn't dare cast a shadow in that. Oh fuck me! But
Yep.
See, I go there and he just goes. I go. Is it going to be a reoccurring thing? And he was like, "Oh, if we get along." So I don't know what that means. It's just going to be like I walk in. Hi, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, in there. Okay, cool. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just going to lie here." And then do we talk for 2 hours? Do I listen to Joe Rogan? While is he going to be hard?
Yeah.
Like.
Well, surely if he's hard, because in my head he was like, "You're not going to be standing on his chest, are you?" Like.
Well, yeah, I think. Yeah, where else am I going to be standing on his?
I thought you'd be like, you'd be kind of
standing on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing on his head.
Yeah.
It's fucking curb
He's an acrobat
stomping.
in training.
Yeah.
He's in Cirque du Soleil.
Right. Well, we can fucking we'll get an update on that. How much is he offering?
It's £40 a session.
40p.
I might get him to hike it up to 50.
Yeah.
And then I'll river dance all over his wherever he wants me to
piss
dance.
on him because you'd be standing
Yeah,
anyway.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wants a photograph of me, which I'm a bit.
Yeah.
I was thinking as a funny prank, I could send him a photo of who could I send him a photo of just to be funny, like.
Oh, well, Bosco.
Schofield.
Yeah, maybe Schofield. You'd get a laugh out of that.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be funny.
I'll do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send him a photo of Schofield.
Right, send it to Schofield. Lads,
All
that's
right.
been Big Mike and the Chief.
See you later.
Up, lads.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you later.
YouTube. Yeah, hit the like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Leave a review on Spotify.
Yes.
And kiss your mother on the lips.
Kiss your mother on the lips and, throw pennies at the homeless.
Poor. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.